Music bell right there. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Sorry, it was taking me a minute. Okay, so the situation, not the situation, but what's going on basically right now is that when I share it to my Facebook group, Window Tinting Business, because it's a private group, the software that I use won't allow me to see the comments that comes from there, because even though it's my group, it's a private group, so it won't allow me to do anything like that. So that's why I'm actually streaming from my business, my public business page, and then what I'm gonna do is I shared it to the group in Facebook. So if you're watching in Facebook and you want to comment and get your questions answered, you have to click the video. Like there's a link where you share it, right, and the video's going. You have to click the video and then comment, and that comment will push through to my text, through my my software here that shows me all the comments from YouTube and Facebook and everything else like that. I think this is the only way I'm going to do this. Either that or I got to figure out a way to do a public group, maybe a public group just for the Facebook live streams. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll figure it out. So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Today we are going to be doing it's a 2007 Porsche Carrera 4S. Really nice car. I did this about a couple weeks ago. We went ahead and hand cut the whole thing, obviously, because that's exactly what I do. I did do something a little bit different, so that when I did this, because it was more of an expensive car and more of a higher end client of mine, I wanted to make sure that there was nothing that would ruffle his feathers at all. So I went ahead and used Glass Aid on the back window, which actually helped me out both in cutting and to obviously prevent any marring or scratches. I mean, it wouldn't be scratches, but you could still see light, faint lines with my knife. So I wanted to try to avoid that. So that's what we did in this video. Everyone can hear me, yes? Yep, check. Yep. Okay. G Customs, what's going on? How you doing? Eric, what's going on? Welcome from YouTube. If you guys are on Facebook, again, click on the video, and then when you're on the video, you can type on the comments. It should be on the right hand side if you're on a PC. On an iPhone, I'm not 100% sure, or on a phone, I'm not 100% sure. But go ahead and do that. Oh, that's why. It was low before, and I was wondering why, because like when I slouch in and get settled in, like the camera angle was fine, but like when I was getting started, I'm like sitting up and whatever, and it was way too low, so I didn't know what was going on. Okay. Yes, Eric, what's going on, baby? How you doing? All right. I think without further ado, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get this started, huh? Switch over here. And here we go. Obviously, we're on location here. For those guys who might be wondering, that is my new road tank. That tank that I'm using right now is my tank that I use for Sun Solutions. It's just a cleaner, better look. I did notice that the hose is starting to get a little dirty. Nothing too bad, nothing too crazy. But it's just something I can just kind of try to keep as clean as possible. But But yeah, so the other tank, actually, I did redo the outside of the other tank in a sick, like camo textured type of wrap. I don't know what I don't know what it is, but that one's staying at the other shop now. So just in case you were curious. Eric asked from YouTube, said, what film line are we laying down? I'm pretty sure this is going to be my standard film, my IRFX, from Solar Effects Window Films. And we're doing it in Limo. We're doing it in Limo. So that's going to be exciting. So for those of you guys that are watching, I'm going to be starting a new series, basically doing kind of like trainings, kind of how-tos and trainings in the works of Tint Wiz. So if you guys don't know, Tint Wiz is obviously one of our sponsors, but they're an amazing CRM suite. And now that I am like full send in my own business as well, you know, working for a shop and being an employee for someone, I don't really see how that could benefit that person, right? That type of person if you're working for someone. But as a business owner, someone that owns the shop, and it doesn't matter if you're a one-man shop, you're owner operator and everything like me, or you have 25 employees in six locations, it doesn't matter. So so this CRM suite, you can run and organize your entire business off of it. Everything except for payment processing, which isn't that bad anyways, and they have connections with QuickBooks so that you can sync that stuff up. My question to you guys, the ones that are watching right now, because you guys are the hardcore ones, you guys are the ones always checking in and seeing it and whatnot, would you guys rather see like a dedicated edited video, like quick and simple to the point, or would you rather have a live stream of me demonstrating it? I'm on the fence on which one I want to do. Let me know in the comments below. Oh yes. Okay, so this one's going to be very interesting too, because I don't know exactly how great these angles are going to be. I totally forgot about this. I did not use a head mount this time in this live stream. I actually used a chest mount. So I'm trying to see. I totally forgot I did this until like I was just watching it now. So I'm gonna see if I can see how the angles are. If I absolutely hate the angles, then we're never gonna do a chest piece ever again. Adam, what's going on, man? What's going on? How you doing? And the chest piece might not be that bad, because the head mount, I was noticing after about 2 hours, my head, like I start getting a headache. My head starts to really hurt. A chest mount is really easy. Try one of each. Hey, there you go. Z Customs, that's a good idea. Because I can answer questions live, right? And let's be frank, going into, I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot in regards to my first year of being in business. I'm learning a lot in regards to marketing a business, because I'm not from Florida, right? So I don't have a large network of friends and family and stuff down here. I moved down here with my family and that was it. I didn't know anyone. So I have to do what I can via marketing and stuff like that to build my business. I've learned a lot. So, and I'm not gonna pretend that I know every in and out of Tint Wiz, because there is a lot of information to take in. Plus, they're always upgrading and improving things within the CRM suite. So there are things that I have no idea, and then we're gonna figure it out together. And then there's definitely things that are really easy, like the sign up. I think the first video we're gonna do is how to set up an account with Tint Wiz, and then the initial viewpoints, because I think there is something there. They have like these tutorials, and they kind of go through every little bit of what it all is, because there's a lot of information when you first start. But that I don't believe that you can get those tutorials back. Once they go, and then you never see them again. So I think by doing a video, we can kind of record it, and then you guys can always just look back and watch that video and kind of see what each section is. So, oh, Aden, yes, I thought it was Adam. So it's Adam. Nice to meet you from Italy. Nice. So is this mobile? Yes, this is mobile. This is not my house. Yeah, so this is a question from YouTube is this mobile? Yeah, this is a mobile client. I don't know, I think about 25 minutes away from my house. Not too bad. And one other question. You don't have to ask me about one other question. You just type it in. Question from YouTube from Top Young Killers 43. This is what plotter do you use? Use right here. I don't have a plotter. I hand cut everything. I do prefer a plotter, but I can't afford a plotter right now. So I think a brand new plotter. I think I'd go with a Graphtec because I'm not a really big fan of the new the new Rollins just because of the automatic pinch rollers. So I'd probably go with the Graphtec, and the new Graphtec, the FC 9000, I think, like that. It's like $7,500. So not now, not yet, but it will happen soon. Raul asks, why Geo Shield leave little bubbles after dry? It's probably not dry. It's not the film itself. It's probably the installer. If it's leaving little bubbles after it dries, then you're probably having contamination issues. A little dirt around it, and there's air around the little dirt. Z Customs traveling back home from a full weekend worth of installs. Hell yeah. Top Young Killers, the same position here. I have to turn cars away looking at getting one. Why are you turning cars away? I know this isn't FX Plus. I remember my FX Plus customers. They're the ones that drop big cheddar. So no, I'm pretty sure that this is the IRFX. It's still a great ceramic film, you know. Still a great ceramic film. Blocks 64% of heat. Now my numbers are a little bit different from what you'll read on you know, there's Tesser, their total solar energy rejection. There's also heat rejection and IR rejection. So there's a lot of numbers that get thrown out. So when you ask me about my when I talk to my clients and stuff like that, I put a BTU meter at 300, and then I dropped a plate that had like my carbon FX, okay, and then I dropped a plate that had my IR FX, and then I dropped a plate that had my FX Plus, all in the same shade, right? So my you know, and so my carbon FX took the 300 down to, I don't know what it was like 270 something or something like that. So it was around 23%. So that's where I get my 23%. That's where I get my 64. That's where I get my 96, because I actually tested it with the BTU meter and did the math in regards to how much heat it's actually putting out or cutting. Let's see. Ooh, what software do you recommend? Because film and vinyl design is not accurate. Raul, no film software is going to be 100% accurate. And most of the time, the manufacturer that you're using, like 3M has precision cut. Lumar has no, maybe Lumar's precision cut. Solar, if there's global, no, there's Solar Guard has one too. Film and vinyl design, DAP with Expel, but Expel will only let you use it if you sling Expel. So there's not many software. There's no software out there that's going to be 100% perfect, especially with the newer cars. So just keep that in mind. But it's most of the time it's a little bit easier to make adjustments. Maybe if a window's too big or too small, make adjustments and save that for future cuts. Always reverse roll or Frankenstein, Sister Dan. Sorry, my English level. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all, Adan. And I hope I'm saying that your name correctly, Adan. I reverse roll or I Frankenstein. Most of the time for sedans, I will Frankenstein, or I do a variation of a reverse roll. Something that I've been liking a lot, and when I do it, I will send you guys, I will do a video on it, a dedicated video on it. But yeah, but like something like this. Oh, I think I do it in this one actually. I will do a reverse roll because I'm too big for these like 2-door coupes and to try to Frankenstein in. I'm almost 6 foot, and I'm not. I used to be over 200. Now I'm like 170, but I'm still bigger. Yeah, big money, says Eric. Running a business, not enough time in the day, booked out like 2 weeks already. Running a business, not enough time in the. Oh yeah, absolutely. So that's at that point. Top Young. At that point, that is a good time to get a plotter, because some people want to get a plotter right off the jump, and you really don't. When should you get a plotter? You should probably get a plotter when you have more work than you can physically hand cut. Once you get to that point, and then you're like, and obviously if you're booked out like 2-3 weeks in advance, because after you're booked out about 2 weeks in advance, they're just going to find someone else to tint their car. They're not going to wait 2-3 weeks unless they absolutely love you and you're badass in your industry and everyone knows that you do badass work. Then I mean, then people will wait for you. But yeah, that's a great time actually to get a plotter when you have more work than you can do by hand cutting. I seen someone on the Facebook groups talking smack on Solar Effects and FX Plus, saying it was a no-name brand. Eric, yeah, you're right. You know what? There's a lot of window tinters out there, and a lot of window tinters with a lot of opinions, and not of every opinion matters. So there are good opinions, there are bad opinions, and you know what? There are going to be people out there that say that Lumar sucks, and some people are going to say the 3M sucks.
Back window or the quarters.
And some people are going to say, everyone's going to say one thing or another, depends, and especially within a diverse big group. Like our group is over 9,000 tinters deep, right? So everyone's going to have their opinion. Everyone thinks it matters. So the only thing that I can do is I try not to let people be shitty in the Facebook groups. You can have your opinion, that's great, but I pushed my members, like if someone's just talking just nastiness, I don't even mess with it. I just boot them. I'm gonna lower down this so it's not that obnoxious with the shrinking. So I just end up booting them, and that's fine. People can have their opinion, just don't be shitty in the groups, because everyone's there to learn and grow and build their business and make money and do something with themselves. So that's what I'm all about. So I show and I share everything that I know, and you can either take it, pick it up and run with it, or you might think I'm garbage and you probably won't watch me anymore, and that's fine, because if you don't, then I ain't no skin off my back. We'll continue doing what I do. So Jeremy B. Okay, Matt's done. On to the next live stream. Nice. I think I did see Matt was live streaming. It was a good time for me to live stream. Yeah. Computer cut is pretty good, Eric says. How can I get computer cut? Fill out the info, and a sales rep will contact you. There you go. There you go. Eric says computer cut's $130 a month if you purchase Solar Guard film, or $260 if you don't. There you go. But realistically, that's like one car, right? If you can tint one extra car a month using that software, and that makes it a little bit faster, then that one extra car will pay for the monthly cost of the software. So, and actually, computer cut is Solar Guard, right? Yeah, I think we use computer cut at the new shop, and I've been using it, and I like it. I like it. Now all the cuts have been accurate and been good. So only one in town that uses Lumar, and people actually care about the film being used. Well, a young top young, get after it, brother. Get after it, and I hope you're making hand over fist. I went to computer cut from film and vinyl and loved the computer cut way more. There you go. Very nice. Eric says solar effects isn't big on the West Coast like that guy said on the group, but it's only a matter of time, bro. Well, they're in the Midwest. They're from, I mean, their distribution centers in Missouri, right? I mean, they're not a massive company, but they are a great company. I just got a huge lineup of films, more films that I'm going to be using and really starting to push. So and you can I'm making good money off of solar effects. Solar effects films it's a very good film to use. I like it a lot, actually. And now that it's been over a year that I've been using them, it shrinks well, it works well. It's got a little, it's definitely thicker. I thought it was thicker than Lumar, but it's not. It's just that Lumar is so thin. That's why Lumar shrinks a lot easier than most films. Like every other film has a little bit of thickness to them, so it takes a little bit longer to shrink. That's that I'm talking about solar effects. I'm talking about 3M. I'm talking about those are the other main films that I've used that I know personally firsthand. Johnson's window film, I know it's a little bit thicker. It takes a little bit more time to shrink, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, I think it's just a matter of time. Sean, the Volga brothers, Robert, Sean, those guys are amazing guys. The people that work there, you get some phenomenal customer service, and they'll protect your territory. If you get in with solar effects and someone wants to open up a shop near you using solar effects, they'll call you first. And if you say no, they won't sell to them. So you know, don't sleep on solar effects. Like I said a year ago, I said that they're going to be massive in 2 to 3 years. Massive. Everyone's going to jump on it, and everyone has been jumping on it. And now the problem is, one of the bigger problems that I'm noticing from now versus a year ago is that not that people are trying to jump on it, is that people can't get on board because there is someone already set up in their area. So I'm telling you, if you want to jump on solar effects, you better get on them now, because someone will, and that's going to lock you out of that territory. It's a good price point. It's a good quality film. They have badass customer service, and they're loyal. So I have nothing. I can't say anything better than them. You are a big installer. Congratulations. About the temperature to dry shrink ceramic, it's a problem. Do you do on high temperature or no? What do you think? So Dan asked a quick question. He says, basically he's asking what temperature should you shrink at when you're shrinking window film. It's all relative. If you have like the $24 Wagner heat gun from Home Depot, that thing doesn't pump out a lot of air, nor is it very hot. So it's going to take you a little bit longer. I guess it really just depends on what you're using. If you're using a gun that has more heat, that has more air push, it's going to shrink the film a little faster, right? So you'll be faster with it, or you got to move a little bit faster, and you got to keep it moving and grooving. If you have like the Wagner that's a little slower, that doesn't have as much heat, or you're going on a slower setting, then clearly you're going to be able to take your time a little bit more within shrinking, and then you have less possibility of like over shrinking or melting the film, especially if you're new. So my answer to that is it really just depends on what you're using. I know guys that can use a blowtorch and can shrink most windows in less than 2 minutes, and I know people that just love the $24 Wagner gun that takes that same windshield, I don't know, 6 minutes, 8 minutes to shrink. Joel says, I'm in Minnesota. How can I get solar effects films? You can call them up, or let me see here. Let me see if I can get a number here.
Alligator Window Tint super chatted $4.99. Now they just need a quality YouTuber pushing them. Smiley face.
Big shout out to Alligator Window Tint. Thank you very much for that $5 super chat. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Okay, quick pause time out for just a quick second. For those of you guys that are interested about contacting someone about solar effects window films, let me give you want to get some information. This is from the Solar Effects Window Films website. So Excelsior Springs. So let me show you this right here. Okay, so this is Contact Window Films here. Pride Distributing, I'm not 100% sure what that is or who's associated with that. But Dragon Distributing, I'd say that's the one. Sean, for international inquiries, you guys can go internationally as well. Sean Vogler is the man over there. His brother Robert as well. I'm not 100% sure if Robert takes calls or not. I don't know. I don't know exactly what they all do in the organization, but I always just shoot people to talk to Sean. But do whatever you guys want to do. Go ahead and screenshot this if you'd like, and save this information. That way you guys can touch base with the guys over at Solar Effects if you are looking to get on board with them. Don't forget, it always does help too as well. Don't forget to let them know Patrick from YouTube sent you or Patrick from Facebook sent you, so that they're aware that I am actually sending them people and my people are actually jumping on board. So let's hop back on. Top Young, hey, don't worry, brother. That Lumar's a good film. As long as you can sell, if you're buying it at the right, I mean, it's expensive, but if you're buying at the right price point and you're selling it and you're making a profit, then who the hell cares? Who cares? Sell what you can sell, brother. Eric asked, how does that van do on gas? That's a 2020 Ford. Oh, what the hell is it? Ford Transit Connect. That's it. Ford Transit Connect. That's the long body style. I love that van. That van, I could fit 72-inch boxes in there. My 72-inch film handler in there. There's a lot of space in there. There's a lot of space. Great for hand cutting and great for flat glass. If I did have a plotter, I think I would pre-cut the film and then bring it in there, because bringing the plotter and all my film plus me trying to squeeze in there plus my tools, there ends up literally being no room whatsoever. So Raul asked, did you try the Expo Easy Tint tool? I think that's that thing that like goes in for bottom loading. That doesn't give me.
Alligator Window Tint super chatted $9.99. All kidding aside, I have used FX working with Patrick and another friend's shop. It blocks good heat and shrinks like butter.
Alligator Window Tint again with the $10 super chat. $10 super chat. Thank you very much. All kidding aside, he says, I've used FX working with Patrick and other friends' shops. It blocks good heat and shrinks like butter. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. See, y'all don't just hear me preaching it. If you had a plotter, Alligator says. Alligator, if you guys don't know, is my good friend Martin Fowler, and he ended up giving me, which I think he's with his family doing stuff right now. I just saw pictures on Facebook, bro. What are you doing? Get off my live stream. Spend some time with your loved ones. Anyways, I think he's actually working. He's busting me up because he actually gave me a plotter. There's something we have to fix, like the motherboard on it. I haven't had time. I will see what I can do. I promise you. Promise you. Top Young, good luck, brother. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining. So there, so Martin got his hands on a plotter, but it needs to get the motherboard fixed. So he gave it to me a couple months ago, but I have literally have had no time. Plus, I need to buy, like, the motherboard's like $500, and I haven't had the scratch to put it together because of, you know, getting through winter and stuff like that. So it's not gonna be a problem. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger on that and see if I can get that fixed ASAP. Liz says hi. Hey Liz. Hey Liz. Okay, so he locked the Porsche, I think. So what I'm gonna try to do I cut it off? Yeah. He locked the Porsche, so I had to go in and get it. I love this damn light. I'm double cutting this using the excess from the back window. I'm not 100% sure. I think I had to hand cut the other side. I was just shy. I tried to. Sometimes it doesn't work out so well. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing the chest piece anymore. Just because the angles are garbage. Like, I know if the chest piece is on my head, then I know whatever I'm looking at, the camera's pointing at too. But when it's on my chest, whatever I'm looking at, obviously my chest don't move, right? So like right now, I'm trying to squeeze my arm in to clean it or something like that, and my chest is just looking down the side of the car. So I think this is the last time I'm gonna be doing what am I thinking? Fucking chest pieces. Yeah, like right now I'm definitely hand cutting and my face is like super close. Just pretend I'm hand cutting because that's what I'm doing. The second one's gapped a little bit. God damn it. Yeah, I might have the room. No, I won't. Damn it. Dan from Italy says, Patrick here in Italy, I do a lot of kilometers every day to do the window tint, between 2 to 4 hours driving and 4 cars tinted. And do you think it's possible to superate back windows in the most parts of cars? Superate. Dan, I don't know the question that you're asking me. I mean, I see that you drive a lot. You do something like 600 euros. We can do something like 600 euros. In the US, do you think it's possible to superate? I don't know what that last word is. S-U-P-E-R. Overcome. Okay. What up, Jaybird? That's a lot of driving. That's a lot of oh, you're about 2 to 4 hours driving all day. Yeah, that's a lot of driving. I'm a mobile business, and if I was strictly 100% mobile, I throw an hour wide net. So I drive an hour in any direction. So at worst case scenario, I drive an hour south, and let's just say my next appointment is an hour north of where I start. That's a 2-hour drive just to get to my next appointment. So it could get pretty serious. I would have to shrink. You would probably have to like close your service area, right? So that you spend less time on the road and more time tinting cars. So instead of like, let's say you do like a 50-mile radius or something like that. That's a crazy radius. Don't do that. But like, let's say if you did a 50-mile radius and you're driving a lot and you want to try to squeeze in cars, then probably the best thing to do would probably shrink down your radius to maybe like 25 miles. See if there's, see if you can get the amount of flow there, because you'll be driving less, which would give you more time to tint. Rolas, how's the color look on Solar FX Color Stable? I use the Carbon FX, and I like the color. I like the color of all of them. They look really good. You know, the FX Plus is gonna have a little bit of a blue hue to it, just because of the IR rejectors. But that's the same with everything, with Stratus, with Stratus from Lumar, with some of the ceramics from 3M. No, I haven't seen any of the ceramics from 3M, but there is a film, I think it's the Color Stable from 3M, looks a little more bluey, and then the FX from 3M looks a little more brown, and then the Color Stable is blue, and then their ceramic looks a little bit more on the charcoal side. I mean, not charcoal side, more on the on the charcoal side versus the smoke. Yeah. Geo Shield is brown. That's 100% the downside of mobile. Absolutely. Yeah, you guys, Alligator Window Tint, he's a mobile business as well. 100%. Like, people don't go to his house. Like me, I have a separated garage from, I live in an apartment complex. So my garage is where I house everything, and where you guys see some of my videos is not connected to my house. If it were, I would not be having clients come to me, because I, safety issues with my family and stuff like that. It's just not something that I would allow. But since it's detached from my place, no one can find where I actually live, so I do business there. But yeah, that's definitely shrink down your radius. If you're driving a lot, I mean, 4 cars a day is, I can only do about 3 cars a day, assuming that I'm traveling. It takes me about 2.5 hours per car. It takes me about 2 hours to hand cut per car, plus another 30 minutes on top of that. That's like 15 minutes to break down, 15 minutes to clean up, and also cash out the client and give them the spiel. So 2.5 hours, right? And I do 3 cars. That's already 7.5 hours, right? Assuming I'm going to drive 30 minutes each way, between each car, 30, and an hour and 30 minutes back. That's a couple of hours. That's a 9.5 hour day already, 10-hour day. Assuming you're driving 30 minutes each direction each time you change locations. So boost up your prices so that you can make more, so you don't have to tint so many cars, or shrink your radius down so you don't have to travel as much, keep your prices the same but do more cars and make more money that way. So you can either increase your prices to make more money, or do more cars by volume. It's either quantity or quality. Vintage Solar FX is good too. 174 for 36 by 100. This rear window in that 996 are less than fun, bro. Yeah, Alligator. Yeah, I even put the camera. It wasn't on my chest. I put the camera on the dash or something like that so you can watch me. Yeah, like guys, this back window is like, it's tiny for Martin Fowler, and he's like 4'8", like 120 pounds. He's like the tiniest person, you know what I mean? And it's small for him. So imagine me, you know what I mean? I must be a giant. Every time I talk about Martin Fowler, he gets an inch smaller and a pound lighter. Ask me him in 6 months. He's gonna be 4'2", 100 pounds. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing this chest mount anymore. I think I'm just gonna go straight to the face. Problem is, I got haircuts. My hair is fresh. Sometimes I get my hair done, and I have my hair done on this day. So Jaybird from YouTube says, is your slip soap heavy or light? My slip is stupid heavy. I usually do 4 gallons of water to 15 ounces of Johnson's baby shampoo. That's what I use. So what is that? 15 ounces. What's the math on that? Calculator. Someone calculate it. 4 gallons. 15 ounces divided by 4. That's 3.75 ounces per gallon. So it's a lot. Is he shrinking like Benjamin Button? The problem is, yeah, he might be. One and a half hours to tint a back window of an Audi A4 with good quality. No, that's a little bit too long a time frame. You should probably be doing a back window 30 minutes, maybe an hour, maybe, if you're hand cutting, you're taking your time. Alligator says you use more slip than I do, which is a bold statement. I use so much slip, it's stupid. It works for me. What can I say? Some people use a little bit of drippity drop. I use a spoogies. You know what a spoogie is? A spoogie goes a spoogie. You hold the bottle upside down with the cap off. A spoogie. So I used to use like 4 or 5 of spoogies. Double cutting this door here, which is might be the best angle here so far. I need to get a new one of these. That's just a letter opener. Jaber says ceramic, how much for this car? Oh, well, all my cars, right, my standard film is ceramic and my high end is ceramic, and my entry is a carbon. I don't use dyed films. So this one at the time was $289. All my prices changed now, actually. So my price points have come up substantially from what they were, just because of my professional situation right now. So right now I'm working at another shop 5 days a week now, and I'm doing this 2 days a week now, just because coming out of the winter time I was really struggling. I cut 2 or 3 days off before, and because of COVID, like, the business just wasn't generating enough, and I went through a really tough winter, guys. 3 days a week I was driving 2 hours to get to a gig that I was working 10-hour shifts and then driving back. So minimum 14, 15, 16-hour days on those days driving to Orlando. I mean, I was very gracious and very grateful for the work because it was allowing me to pay my bills. So that's one thing I've learned too, is just like not every tint shop hits the ground running and you start making $1 million. You know, I've learned that I'm really good at tinting, but if your business is brand new and you have 0 Google reviews and no one knows you, no one gives a shit about any of that because they don't trust you with their shit. They don't care who you are because they don't know you. So that's something that I've learned. So I'm kind of pulling back, not pulling back, but like I gotta realign certain things. I gotta give time for Sun Solutions to grow and mature a little bit. I'm building Google reviews naturally, organically. You know, I'm touching base with clients who are setting up the Google reviews and doing that. So I have like 25, 26 there, and we're building. We might be closer to 30 Google reviews. But the Google reviews is what's something that really helped my business. Putting pictures on Google, on my Google account so that like people can see them, and hopefully just let this grow a little bit. There might be a possibility with this new shop that I might actually go partners with the owner. The owner is very impressed with the abilities that I have available, and you know, that's why I kind of went back to full time, because we've been talking about possible future, you know. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen, so that's why Sun Solutions is still open and running as well, because then it kind of gives me contingencies. So I'm still building the Sun Solutions brand, and I'm still working there, and then, you know, I'm kind of just going day by day and seeing where it goes. Oh, what did I do here? I did something. Like the wide angle, full screen. There it is. Oh, so before, my price points used to be $199 for my carbon, $289 for my ceramic, and $449 for my high-end stuff, which is super low. But I was trying to bring my prices down so I can get business, because I needed business, right? Now I don't really need the business, so I'm back at where I should be. My price points now is $299 for my carbon, $389 for my ceramic, my standard film, and then my high-end stuff is $549. So the carbon and the ceramic, I'm a little bit higher in profit. No, I'm lower in higher in profit margins in that, and I actually take a little bit of a dive on my FX Plus film. My FX Plus, if I was charging what I should be charging, like what I charged for the other films, it would be like $750 a car. And I think going from like 300 or 400 to 750, almost doubling, is kind of a too big of a jump. So what I did is that I brought my two lower, not lower films, my entry film and my standard film, I brought those price points high, and then I brought that down low to kind of shrink it. So because I'm making a little bit more on the entry and standard, it's gonna make up for making a little bit less on my high performance, and it kind of balances everything out. So like my entry is $299, my standard is $389, so for less than $100 you can go to the standard film, and then for $150 over the standard you can get the best stuff I got. So is your blue channel replacement good quality? Yeah, absolutely. That's why all my okay, if for those of you guys that are questioning, have questions about the qualities, if you guys don't know, I also run dry shrink prep. I own, manufacture, produce, distribute dry shrink prep. That's me. It's the product that I invented, that I created, that I cultivated, that I grew, and it is what it is today because of that. But I also offer installation tools, so install tools. If you guys had any questions, I buy all my tools are professional grade window film installation tools. I buy my tools from everyone else, from the wholesaler that everyone else. I won't name names just because I don't know if that's like insider information, but I don't think it is. You can probably research it. But there's one major company that wholesales tools to everyone. Lumar, pretty much everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, unless you're buying them from China. So my tools, all my tools that come from my shop are professional grade tools, from the same wholesaler that everyone else, from the big guys, from 3M to Lumar to everyone buys from. Buy from the same place. So they are quality grade tools, professional grade tools, and I only charge 30% markup. I could charge 50% markup and no one would probably know the difference, but I do have professional grade tools at 30% markup. It's you know, no fuss, no questions, no trying to work around, no reinventing tools and calling it the best thing ever and then charging above pro grade tools. Or there's some guys out there with followings that buy Chinese knockoff tools and then rebrand them or rename them or throw a label on them and say that they're better than professional grade tools, you know, the professionals use in our industry, and charge even more for them just so that they can make money off the tool sales. I don't like that. I don't think that's I just don't like it.
Alligator window tint super chatted $5. If anyone in here hand cuts on Porsche, be careful. I tint a lot of them and they have soft glass. If it's RS it might not even be glass, just a FYI.
Alligator with a $5 super chat, definitely appreciate that. Giving y'all a little bit of worry, not a little bit of worry, but a bit of warning. Just because he saw me cutting the corners on the glass itself, it probably made him cringe a little bit. This is Jaybird says, damn, thanks. No worries. No worries. Yeah, so you know, and here's the only person, here, I'll give you one example. There's only one person I know that buys, and I don't want to call it knockoffs, I would call it Chinese source tools. And there's only one person in the industry that's buying that and straight up telling you what it is, and that's Matt Blackmer. That's why I got so much respect for the guy. He's one of my good friends. I've known him for years now. We've done business together. We obviously clearly do very similar things. For those guys that don't know who Matt Blackmer is, he runs Tint Stuff, which is now Tint Studio. He's got a following in YouTube and Facebook and everything, right? He buys Chinese tools, but he tells people these are Chinese affordable installation tools. If you'd like to use them, these are available. He doesn't say they're the best. They're not better than professional grade tool or better than the higher grade professional grade tools, and not charging out the ass for them, but he's being straight up with people, and that's what I respect. I respect him for that, for sure. One of the reasons. But besides that, I don't know anyone else that's buying Chinese tools and saying that they're like more on the affordable side or entry level or anything else like that. So oh, Jaybird got some from Rick at Sun Distributing. Sun Distributing they have quality grade tools. They are a distribution center, and they have quality grade tools. Absolutely. I would trust buying from Sun Distributing for sure. They are good at yeah, you can try mine. I get the I buy them wholesale, and I have like the long 10-foot versions, or I have the small 6-inch replacement versions for the side swipe. So if you don't want to spend all the money to get the long 10-foot ones, I got them pre-cut at 6 inches each. So Jaybird, you can check it out over at drystringprep.com. I forgot I pocket shrunk these. FYI, this is pocket shrinking. I should probably fucking pay attention. This is how you pocket shrink. Why is this? Okay, I want to make sure it's good quality. Patrick, do you ever AliExpress tools? No, I've never used AliExpress tools. No, I'll be honest with you, I haven't. That's gonna be the video right there. So I'm trying to pick and choose like good things to do, to make like a smaller tutorial video, and that's the video we're gonna do. We're gonna do pocket shrinking this today. That's what we're gonna do. A lot of people don't know how to pocket shrink. Pocket shrinking is really good if it's like a really curved window. Corvettes, Tesla Model Ys, Teslas in general. Jaybird, no worries, brother. No worries. The only thing I would have done differently that I did do on this car, which I wish I changed, or I would have changed. It wasn't so bad that I had to hand cut it or recut it. But what I basically did is I stuck the film on there, and without shifting anything, I cut the side, cut the top, cut the bottom, cut the front. That was it. I didn't shift anything. And the idea is that if it was butted up right against the bottom seal and the front seal, and I have to drop it and shift it inward so that there's like a small gap on the edge, then theoretically the pattern would go past the edge. It still went past the edge, but to be able to get no light gap on the front edge and on the bottom, my back gap was just a little bit bigger than I would like. It's still totally acceptable, but for my conditions and for my liking, it was just a hair too big. So in the future for this one, what I would do is I would lay it like double cutting it or single cutting it, doesn't matter. I would cut the bottom, cut the front, and then I would shift it down and forward a little bit. Yeah, probably nothing crazy, probably like 1/8 of an inch or so, and then tack it down, and then I would cut the back and the top, because then that way there's going to be plenty of room. I can get nice and close to the edge, and I'm not gonna risk having light gaps right in these corners right here. It's the only thing I would have changed. I'm really digging this 996 4S. Is that what it is? 996? It's not. It was a nice Porsche. It was a very nice Porsche. We're gonna go ahead and bottom load this puppy. Have you ever scratched a window end to end from a rock or something? Very, very rarely. Very rarely. It wouldn't be a rock, it would more be sand, because I live in Florida. There's sand everywhere. But typically my pre-cleaning is pretty good, where like I don't have trash, I don't have dirt. So that's really the only time you're gonna scratch film, right? Is if you're either during your installation, your cleaning process, you missed a piece of sand or something, that could scratch the film, or when you're shrinking, the glass is not 100% clean, and then you like kind of drag something and you just scratch the film that way. Has it happened to me? Yes. Does it happen to me often? No, very, very rarely. Super easy. Yes, Sedan. Yes, 3 weeks ago you did one of these. Nice. Also, that 8-inch past all the gaskets can help with as tight as those are put together. Yeah, they're tight. They are tight. So you can see, I'm going to show you right here. Barely. Oh, you're going to see it because I have a video of it. So I have to, I'm barely pushing it past it just so that there's just enough of a no light gap, right? And then you'll, I don't know if it's going to be easy to see or not. See, it's the edge from the right is not as close as I'd like it to be. Shit, I don't like this chest piece. I'm never doing the chest piece again. But you can see it. You can kind of see it right here. I would probably want it like maybe a 1/2 of an eighth, a 1/16 more this way. It's not bad, but it could have been better. Like this is like this is like an 1/8 right here. I had to shift it forward. That's an 1/8. Could have been better. It's not bad, but it could have been better. And the top gap, it was weird because the top gap wasn't that bad. It was the back gap, and it was strange that the back gap was a little bit longer than I would have liked. Squeegee flip. Let me do the squeegee flip one more time. Watch it now. Woo! Sorry, we're gonna watch that one more time. Squeegee flip. Bro, I was tinting with someone because I just got to this I got to the shop like a month ago, right? And I was tinting with someone and I did that same thing, and they're like, "What the hell was that?" I'm like, "What?" They're like, "You swung it like you spun it around like a dang gun." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." I noticed on the Chinese dude swipe it has cheap see-through blade, no good. I don't know. listen, I will never like, just because just how I am, and I don't think that's bad juju. So I would never like by name like call out someone, be like, so and so's got dog shit tools, and I think that he or she is scamming the shit out of people. I would never say something like that. I'll only tell people how good I think it is. But Dad, do you see that right there? Like, it was 2 gapper, and then it kind of came in a little bit, and then that followed that line. Those 3 dots, it's just a little bit. When you close the door, you can't see it any bigger than that, and I would have had to redo the window, and I was really on the fence. I'm like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, that gap's just a little bit bigger than I would have liked. Jaybird said, I noticed the Chinese side swiper has a see-through blue blade that's cheap. Everything added. I mean, I don't think I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Yeah, I would say it's I would say it's cheap. Well, cheap. When I think cheap, I think like wish.com. That shit's cheap, right? You're gonna get it and it's gonna break in 2 days. That's cheap, right? There's difference between cheap and affordable, and don't get the two mixed up, right? Like my entry level film, I never say it's cheap film, because it's not cheap film. Number one, you know, $2.99, or even at $1.99 when my prices were a little bit lighter before. $200 is not cheap, right? It's affordable though. Affordable. Use that word. It's gonna help you in life. Promise you. How long did Orange Crush last? Been using the clear? Oh well. Jaybird says, how long do the Orange Crush last? You, Matt, have been using a clear trash. Is that any good? Clear trash. Hold on.
Alligator window tint super chatted $5. That's a great looking macro edge. The rest of us try to micro edge.
What a dick. That's the new trend. That's what we're gonna do, baby. That's the new trend in window tinting. Forget that micro edge. We're talking about that macro edge, baby. Huh? Just big enough to avoid a light gap. Dick. See. Jeremy B says, Wish is all cheap crap. I will never buy anything from that place. I know. I think I you know, I could be wrong. I don't know where, like, the company that buys film that I buy tools from, I don't know where they get it. Do they manufacture from the US? I don't know. Do they try to manufacture it cheaply from China? I don't know. So I don't want to say like, oh, Chinese tools suck and are garbage. I can't say that, because everything's made from China. So just be aware the cheap versus the affordable. There's a very big distinction between the two. I like my Orange Crush. I tried to switch to the red line, and I just wasn't feeling the red line. I gave it a shot, and I just wasn't feeling it. But I still support Fusion by buying Orange Crushes instead of Lumexes. Jake Graham says, I buy my files from Wish. Hey, to each their own. If it works good for you, I don't. Who cares? There's some window tinters out there that get their window film from AutoZone. Who am I? If they're making money and they're happy, who cares? Who cares? Jaybird, be nice. That new macro. Oh, bro. I'm gonna put that on. That would be the new trend. How big can you make the gap before someone says something? Yeah, Dan. Yeah, and you're right. I would say something as small as the chiseler, because I don't know exactly. I don't know different plastics. I don't know what the stuff's made out of. Plastic's plastic to me, but like I'm sure there's all kinds of different type of plastic, you know. So why does the blue tri-edge melt when I shrink fingers on the inside when the pink doesn't? I don't know. I figured they're all made of plastic, but they're clearly not, right? I wonder if I do the squeegee flip. I'm listening to music too, so. And for sure, I for sure started belting out music when I was doing the back window. Oh no, the flip fail. Oh. Let's see the flip fail. Oh, jackass. In there. That's not in yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's bubbles already.
No.
That's my biggest fear. Like, you know what? I don't see it anymore, really. But in the old days being like the 90s and 2000s.
This is the client.
Like, you know, you see cars driving around with those bubbles, you know, because the tent, like, obviously.
Oh yeah. Well, with the bubbles is not the installation. Actually, that's years after. It's.
But this has been done. This was done in 2010.
It must have been good quality film.
Yeah.
Do you garage keep them a lot or no?
Yeah,
The sun eats it up.
well, but you know what? Oh, well, in fairness, that's a 2003. That piece of shit over here, it was my restaurant car in the next house. I was going to ask you on that, but that's definitely not 5%. I was going to ask you about it. It's peeling now. But if you look at the back windows, that was done in 2003. That was done almost 20 years ago. It was a restaurant car. I had it like all my pizza stickers and my...
I'm gonna move forward here because I don't really remember the conversation we had, and I want to make sure that we're good. Oh, we keep talking for a minute now.
You do. Well, that doesn't hurt. It just naturally.
Oh. Okay, we're still working on the front core.
I brought my own water, but I appreciate it though. Thank you.
Okay, so we totally fast forward because I don't recall the conversation we have, and I can't control what other people say. I can control what I say. I can't control what other people say. So before something is said that's probably going to offend someone, we're going to go ahead and fast forward through that. Jaybird, I feel you, brother. I feel you. Here's the thing. Here's my thing on it. I can only control what I can control. Right? Everything else is out of my hands. So I don't even worry about it. You know what? All I tell people is if you want tools from me, I offer professional grade tools where everyone else gets their tools from. Lumar, 3M, all the big wigs, they all get it from one place. There's only one major wholesaler. Major. Maybe a couple. But only one that I know of. Patrick, do you think everything is made in China about underwear? Trump, do you think the same? There's a lot of stuff made in China, I'm just saying. There was a line in Back to the Future 3, when he was with Doc right before he went back to the West. He says all the best, and he says well, no wonder, Doc says, no wonder this component failed. It's made in China. And then I don't think that's how the dog talks, but and then Marty says, what are you talking about, Doc? All the best things are made in China. It was 1985. Everything was made in China in 85. Sorry for the joke. Don't worry, bro. We ain't all serious around here, my friend.
Alligator window tint super chat at $10. Another FYI for anyone who doesn't tint Porsche a lot. Be careful how much water you let sit on the leather. If you let it sit too long and too much, it can cause it to bubble and have to be replaced.
Oh, well, that's a good tip right there for you. Alligator with the $10 super chat. Thank you very much. Hell, Alligator's crushing it now with the recent super chats and the top super chatter of the day at 34.98. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. But that's a good one. If you guys don't do work with a lot of Porsches, be careful how much water you let sit on the leather. If you let it sit too long and too much, it can cause it to bubble and have to be replaced. I did not know that. Cover the shit up. Cover it up. Yeah, I don't like this chest piece. We're not doing it again. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be fun getting in there. I have headphones on, so I can't even... I'm not even computing what's going on right now. Yeah, didn't know I said that. Alligator says if you had to replace the leather in the whole car, it'd be 15,000. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. One of my mentors has had to do that. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. No thank you on that one. Someone claims someone ripped off his squeegee and was using a Chinese manufacturers to make the someone blades. I don't know the truth behind it. I don't know either. I don't know either. All I know is that there are certain individuals, again, I won't name names. All I know is that there are certain individuals in the industry that are the kings of knockoff. Innovators, true innovators in the industries, right? Robert Oman is a true innovator, okay? He invented Soak Shield, right? And when he released Soak Shield, he did it very quietly because he was just waiting for someone to be like, no, that's my invention. I've been using that for 20 years. Look, I have the proof. He launched in the first year. No one said anything because no one thought of it, right? And then it became popular overnight. Everyone used the Soak Shield, right? And it was my idea actually, because I told Robert, I said, you need to, in the writing, you need to write the original Soak Shield. Change the writing to the original, because it used to just be called the Soak Shield, right? The original Soak Shield. I said, you know why? Because you have the Soak Shield. I'm best friends with you. I'm gonna make the Aqua Guard and I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna say I'm the original Aqua Guard. I said, and then there's gonna be knockoffs. Everyone's gonna have knockoffs. So there are true innovators out there like Dry Shrink Prep. Dry Shrink Prep took me over 2 years to create. It's a proprietary blend of all natural ingredients. Making a batch takes 6 weeks. To properly test that batch probably takes another 4 weeks. So you're looking at 10 weeks to make one batch of product, to test it, and then to make adjustments. That's why it took me over 2 years to get Dry Shrink Prep off the ground. Because I mean, I've done everything. I've sent it out to friends, and so that they can test it, so that they were using it. Matt was using it, Robert using it, my friend Mike Powell was using it. I would throw it in the oven because I'm like, well, what happens during the summer? Like, I don't know what this product does. What happens in the summer if it's too hot? Are people gonna get melted product? I don't know. I threw it in the oven at like 200 degrees. I mean, a number like, so people like me and Robert like put actual work into like bringing creations to the industry. And then there are people out there that will see that these are popular and then just straight up knock them off or try to do another variation of it.
Alligator Window Tint super chatted $5. Now it takes you 12 months to make a batch.
It doesn't make me 12 months to make a badge. Oh, God. Okay, for those of you guys that are curious, DSP is currently back ordered until the end of the month. Because I had a European distributor like clean out basically all my product. So sorry, not sorry, I'm sorry. First come, first serve. But it is available in back order. Shipping the 29th of March. So Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. TJ said I saw someone's copy of the soak shield. Then I thought, are you serious? Oh yeah, oh yeah. There are some people out there that have followings that you know, that do whatever they do and do whatever. That see a product, someone using it, they just create a knockoff of it and then sell it. You know, rebrand it, rename it, and sell it as their own. I don't like it, but whatever. Like Glassade. I can go run off and get vinyl tape, I'm sure, and it'll be just fine. I can call it glass protector aid, but why not just buy Glassade from Matt, who created it, who got it together, and then support him and sell the real shit. That's what I want to do. I don't want to knock off shit. Why do that? There's no integrity in that. Dan, thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it, man. Have a good one. Good luck in the future, my friend. Let's get ready for this reverse roll. This is a full-on reverse roll. I don't think I even put up the seat. I don't think it goes up. I'm not ready for this. So the whole car is gonna have 5% on it, and I have a camera on my chesticles. Okay, so the second I put this film on this glass, it's gonna be damn near blackout in here. So I have a light in here so that kind of offset the lighting so that people can still see what I'm doing. I don't know a lot, but all I know is that I have an original soak shield and I use it and it works perfectly. It works the way it's designed. It's designed to absorb. There's different types of microfiber material. So it absorbs it. I have purchased all the other options just to test it, see the quality of it, see how it compares. None of them compare because none of them do the research. None of them, you know. There's like, oh, take some rope, braid it, sell it, send it. Do you know, me and Matt came up with a glass tape over the phone. I used to use regular masking tape. Found the right tape and did the work. I'm glad people like it. Oh, no, Jaybird. I didn't know that. I don't know.
Bright ass light, Jesus.
Alligator says the dirty pouch is legit. The dirty pouch is legit. Actually, I do work for Jeremy. I do some work for Jeremy Shapiro from time to time.
Look, y'all.
And I'm trying to get my hands on this new auto pouch. I want to test that fucker out, see how it works. P.S. If you guys are looking for new headphones, these are the Bose noise canceling headphones, earphones, whatever. They're amazing. I tried the Power Beats Pros. They hurt my ears, my actual ears. And then I tried the Sony WHRX1000 X3s, M3s or whatever. Those were better than the Power Beat Pros, but like they get shoved into your ear canal, and those kind of hurt. These go in your ear, but like instead of a ball that goes into your ear canal, it's like a cone that goes against your ear canal, and then it has like a wing that like holds on your ear, like the bend of your ear. Super comfortable. The noise cancellation works perfectly. and I can wear them for 4 or 5 hours at a time and not have a single issue. I love them. The only issue is that they're like $300 something. That back seat is even small for my short ass, bro. Look at me. I'm a ball, bro. I made Liz sit in the back of the Porsche on Friday with it. Oh, in the front, she was having less than a good time. It's so tiny. Why would you do that to your old lady? Super focused because this is only happening once. I ain't doing this again. Oh, my boy Martin just sent me that picture. Oh, he's got his lady in the backseat of the Porsche. Oh, hey, this is wrong. That's a great picture, though. Thank God it's okay. Oh, I turned it off because it was so damn bright and I couldn't see if I had light gaps. Oh my God, that's so funny. I gotta look at that again. There's no room back there. Is that your old man's Porsche? We should go on that. Go out on that on a Saturday. Party. Is that your old man's? Oh. Saturday. Oh. That's not putting videos up. Being tinner made me hate coupes, bro. Bro, coupes suck. Bright yellow. I like that. I like your old man's style. Bright yellow.
I should probably go to bed.
I'm singing it. Any more singing? Clean everything, so I don't have to get in this thing again.
Christ.
Dang, that looks good. Goddamn right, looks good.
Alright guys, just in case I didn't say that this is... What is this? A year. 2007 Porsche Carrera.
By the way, just to let you know, I only saw one other person ever like have these, and it was the okay, I'm not a football player, right? But the football player from Kansas City, he's a quarterback. I don't know his name. I noticed when his name popped up or his face popped up, he was warming up and he had the same. I'm like, I have the same earbuds.
4S coupe. We did 5% in my standard film in the IRFX. 5% sides and back.
IRFX.
Pretty sick. Looks pretty sick. That's it, y'all. Gonna go ahead and wipe everything down, clean everything up, and then close out the client. So we'll see you next time.
That was it. That was it. I hope you guys liked it. Mahomes. Mahomes? What the hell is that? Is it the football player? Now we gotta Google it. Kansas City quarterback. Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes. There it is. Yes. I don't watch football. Just that's how much I don't watch football. Or I don't watch basketball. There'll be basketball players and football players that pop up that apparently are world famous. World famous. And I'm like, who's that? And my old lady like loves football. And I'm like, who is that? I don't know who that person is. She's like, really? I'm like, I don't. Can you teach me to football? All right, guys, that was it. That was an 07 Porsche Carrera 4S in my standard IRFX ceramic window film in 5% sides and back. That's it. We have about 20 of y'all still in here, so if you guys have any last minute questions, concerns, shout outs, criticisms, go for it, and then we'll go ahead and close her out. And then lastly too, for those of you guys that are watching, let me know in the comments, do you guys want me to do a live stream of the Tint Wiz tutorials, or are we gonna do a dedicated video? Let me know. I tinted one of the Magic players recently. I had no idea till he mentioned it. There you go. I was taught to football at a young age. Yes, I grew up in LA, bro. Okay, I grew up in LA. I was too young for the Raiders. The Raiders came in for a year and then left, right? And then San Diego Chargers came to LA for like a year and then left. And the Rams are there now, but the Rams weren't there when I was there. I left in 02. The Rams weren't there. We had the Clippers and the Lakers. We had the Kings in hockey. We had. They say there's two. There's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Los Angeles Angels, but the Los Angeles Angels is dog shit because they're not from LA. They're from Anaheim. So they're the Los Angeles Angels from Anaheim, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. There's only one team for baseball in LA, and that's the Dodgers. Fight me. Yeah, and I was gonna do like a Tint Wiz Tuesday. Like I thought like that was a really catchy like way, but like I don't know if I can do a dedicated video a week. Like I'm like, shit, that's a lot of work to do a dedicated video. A lot of work. I will do releases, don't get me wrong. It's just that like a live stream is just so much easier. Here's the thing, with a dedicated video, I can prepare everything. I have to learn everything and I have to look like the subject matter expert. But I am gonna be very honest with you. I am not 100% an expert in all that is Tint Wiz. So I think I just want to do a live and just be fucking straight up with y'all, and let's learn it. If I don't know it, let's groove it, let's tune it, let's figure it out, because it can't be that hard. Nothing is really, right? Except for like, I don't know, brain surgery or something. We need to do a Q&A live stream. Yes, I can get you on Zoom. I can get you on Zoom for sure, and then that way you can just do it from the comfort of your home, because It's a tight fit in the this is a tight fit in the studio. Shop and mobile plotters versus hand cut. Ooh. Shop and mobile plotter versus hand cut. Yes. Yes. I don't mind that. All right, well, I'll give 2 minutes on the clock here. This will be our 2-minute timer for any last minute shout outs, criticisms, concerns, comments, anything that you would like. Most famous person I've tended for, Ernest Biner. He's from my hometown, multi-time Pro Bowler, multiple Super Bowl rings. He is more well known for an embarrassing play called the fumble. The fumble. Can we look it up? Hold on. YouTube. The fumble. Ernest Biner. Biner fumble?
There's a place where
Ah la 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 la. Can't show the advertising.
Rich Carlos's field goal in overtime
Let's just see what we got
last year.
here.
I showed him that videotape, and I said, I want
Let's
you
see what we
to
got here.
feel the joy you experienced last year when you won it. Take that into the game with you on
87
Sunday.
AFC
Well,
title,
this may
Biner
be the
fumble.
time, although
Let's
it's
see what we
first
got
down
here.
at the 20.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Touchdown!
Wait. That wasn't a fumble. What am I watching here?
4 minutes left.
Just a little
He thinks he started the Cleveland curse.
tackle, Minifield.
All right, hold on. Let's see.
His turn that opened quickly.
God, look at that. 87. Oh my God, I would have loved to live in that age. Oh.
Working there on Dennis Smith.
Results. That's what's going
Okay,
on.
hold on. Where's the fumble? Now we're having too much fun. 2nd and 10. It took me a while to figure out what that was.
Draw to Biner.
Okay.
There it is. Biner had the 1st and goal and lost the ball.
Uh-oh. All right, hold on.
Okay, let's
All right, this is the play.
draw to Biner. Ernest Biner.
Oh,
Fumble the ball, and Denver has recovered. Oh, my.
he was right there.
Or have they? Let's wait for the official to unpile them.
There's a war going on under that stack.
There it is. Denver's ball at the 2-yard line.
The Cleveland curse. The Cleveland Browns, they've sucked since I know they suck. And I used to live in Cincinnati.
Biner had the 1st and goal and lost the ball.
Oh. That would be heartbreaking.
Denver's defense, as I mentioned,
I mean, as a professional, could you imagine, like, your entire life you've trained at such a high level to get to the show? Oh, it was the AFC Championship. Whatever. AFC title, a title game, whatever. You get in there and you fumble Rooski. You mess it up, bro. Nerves, straight mistake. God, I couldn't imagine. I bet you oh man, I bet you he was, he still beats himself up to this day. I can guarantee you. That's not what you want to be famous for. I know, right? Ernest went to the Redskins and won 2 Super Bowls after. There you go, Ernest. Biner, if you're watching, what's up? You're doing good, brother. How to tint when... Oh, hold on. Oh. Incognito window, youtube.com. How to tint car windows. Uh-oh. How many of y'all been here? What I want to do is I want to find the horrible ones. A lot of these videos are good, actually. I want to find the horrible ones. Uh-oh. Tinting my car windows for the first time 3 months ago. 37,000 views. Window tint. What do y'all think? Should we watch it? Let's watch it. Let's see what we got.
This unforgettable.
La, 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 la. I don't know if I can play the advertising. I don't even know if I can show the advertising. We're skipping the advertising though. The other stuff. The other stuff.
Hey guys, how are you guys doing?
72,000 subscribers, which would explain why he's got 40,000 views on this video for like.
Welcome back to yet again a brand new video. But for today's video, it is going to be a case of. It is going to be a case of no face, no case. Woo! Honestly, by the end of today's video, you're not going to be able to see me. It's going to be blacked out. Hey, watch this. I'm going to wind the window up and you're not even going to be able to see me no more. Watch. Actually, in the back of the car, if we actually open up
mirrored window
everything we're going to need to tint my front two windows. We're going to be tinting that window and we're going to be tinting that window. By the end of today's video, we are going to have.
Let's go fast.
Now, first off, we have to clean the windscreen or the inside of the glass. This is one of the key steps to tinting because you don't want any dust, debris, or anything because it will show on the tint.
I challenged a pro at window tinting. Yeah, I've seen this video. This video is awesome. Wait a minute, it might not be the same video. Let's look at this one.
Window tint.
Oh, this is an awesome one.
That actually...
Okay. I won't watch it because it's like 14 minutes long. It's a longer video, right? But go watch this video. It's called "I Challenge a Pro at Window Tinting." It's an awesome video. Like, there's a guy that tinted a pro that tinted the whole half of one car in like 30 minutes, and then he like was trying to fix one. But it basically just it shows people that like window tinting isn't easy. It's not a DIY thing. Saw one video called "Residential: An Easy Way to Get Rich." Made you think you can only require made you think it only required $40 of tools while a film handler is in the background. Let me see. Okay, give me some more if you guys have some more. What's it called? Residential. I can't spell for shit, by the way, just to let y'all know. Residential: An Easy Way to Get Rich. Okay, here. Residential window tinting, an easy way to get rich. Let's see if we can the easiest and cheapest business, home window tinting. Okay, cool. Okay, so Raya's the entrepreneur. I didn't meet him. I've never met him actually. But I've seen this video, not this exact video, but I've seen him on YouTube. He blew up on YouTube because he started with like gumball machines, right? And he would service gumball machines, and then he went to vending machines, and then he did like decal stickers. So he showcases different businesses and how you can make money off those businesses. So let's see what we got. Let's see. So this guy, from watching his other videos, because like he made me think like, oh, maybe I can do some gumball shit around the city. Maybe I can get vending machines around the city, like other stuff, right? Like other entrepreneurial stuff. So I get a good vibe from him. I get positive vibes from him. But let's see. I've never seen this video before, so let's see what we got.
Hey, before you skip...
I don't know if I can... I'm still showing this. I don't know. Gumball vending machines.
Hands, I can tint your entire house right.
Whoa. Say again? Hold on.
With these two hands, I can tint your entire house right here with these few tools. And we're talking about, I probably have 40 or 50 bucks worth of materials in.
Okay. Well, first of all, that's a Triumph blade. With a Triumph blade that's so close to his face, if he nicks his face, he's gonna go to the hospital. Number one, don't do that shit. Number two, he is clearly an automotive guy that's doing flat. If he's a window tinter, I'm assuming this guy's a window tinter, but he's an auto guy that does flat, right? You know how I know he's an auto guy that does flat? He's got auto tools. So most flat glass guys that are true flat glass guys have 8-inch squeegees, not 4-inch squeegees. Just to let you know, just to put it out there. And this little guy, don't use auto. If you're an auto guy and you're doing flat, don't use the auto stuff. Go get the wider, bigger stuff, because when you start doing these big ass windows, Lord Almighty.
Are All right, guys, so let's talk about how much you could potentially make on just this one pane of glass right here.
I know you clicked on this video because you want to know how to make some extra money from home and make that easy money. And I'm going to show you how you can start your own home business.
Let's watch
with
this.
Only $200.
Start a home business for 200 bucks? Fucking sold. Let's do it.
Start your own residential window tinting business.
Okay.
Which is highly profitable.
Highly profitable.
I actually flew to Texas
Ooh.
to get this information just for you.
Ooh, he flew to
So,
Texas.
If you could do me a huge
Okay.
favor and watch.
He wants you to watch the whole thing. We're gonna watch the whole
So what
fucking
are you
thing.
gonna show us today, man? What do you want to show us?
We're going to show you residential window tinting. Wanna
Okay, TexasHomeWindowTinting.com. Home window tinting.
I've never heard of that before.
That is rare. I mean,
Yeah.
anyone could do it.
But what's the purpose of that? To block out the sun,
The
just
same
like
way-
window
it's
tinting?
the same exact way like window tinting a car. But
Some
most
would
people
argue.
do it on cars for privacy. Okay, they put it to make it blacker. You know,
I wouldn't argue with it. If you're squeezing, let's ask the just standard stuff. So Alligator says some would argue that you can do just as much with a 4-inch that you can with an 8. Yes, you can. I'm not saying that you can't. But what I am saying is an 8-inch squeegee will cover more area faster than a 4-inch squeegee. Yes, with half the work. Yes. That is that. I mean, you can argue that, but how could you argue that? That's like saying a car that has 4 cylinders versus a car that has 8 cylinders can drive the same road. Yes, it can drive the same road, but one can cover a lot more road faster. You know what I'm saying? And time is money in this game.
they black out the windows. But here, for houses, and especially here where we live on the lake.
Oh, this is really good. This is, you know, as long as you know how to be a professional, make sure you get some footage of you drinking a fucking Coors Light by the water. Sweet glasses, by the way.
What it do is it's gonna decrease heat coming into the house, okay, and also add privacy, and also
energy efficiency.
Energy
This is
efficiency,
getting
and
fun.
also reduce glare off the lake. So all these people who live on the lake who say, "Man, what a great view!" At 5 o'clock, there is no view. The glare that comes off the water goes into their house. The sun is beaming, so adding residential window film on your property.
Ooh, that'd be a good video. $1,400 stimulus checks to get into a tinting business. Oh my Lana, that's $1 million video right there.
And on your windows, I mean, it's all.
Okay, ads. We're gonna go ahead and play the ads. I guess I could show the ads. Here's the thing: I can react to these videos because I'm reacting to it, so it's fair use. I'm not gonna get in trouble for this, but I'm not 100% sure about the ad rolls. So we're gonna go ahead and just the setup.
Okay. So this is your setup right here?
Yeah, you know, I think one of the biggest things is that people think that to go big, they have, you know, for me to blow up, I have to have this big warehouse location. Especially now with the times are changing, you know, working from home is the best way to do it.
Let me ask you.
Okay, so I'll give him that. As a residential company, you don't need people to come to you. As a flat glass company, if you're just doing flat glass, you go to houses for estimates, and you bring the stuff to them. So that part is correct. Now, this is an $800 film handler. So that is pretty interesting right there. So it's and is that a glass tabletop on a horse thing from fucking Home Depot? Yep, it looks like it. Anyways.
Tint on a car window, is it the same as putting tint on a window of a house?
Even easier.
Oh.
Okay, so that is true. It's if you can put tint on a car, you can put tint on a house. That is true. It's even easier. It's not reverse. If you're a flat glass guy, you can't just do auto.
So to start a window tinting business, Reyes, and these are the few things that you're gonna need. Okay, you're gonna need a tape measure.
Tape measure.
Everybody's got one of those kicking around from their grandfather's toolbox or somewhere. If you got that, you're ahead of the game.
Fuck it, just say tape measure. Move on.
A blade.
A blade.
I think everybody has one, and if not, you can pick it up at your local convenient hardware store.
Except for the fact that those have micro clicks versus a normal box cutter that has 1 click per blade, and sometimes you need the micro clicks, just to let you know.
A squeegee.
Squeegee?
Clean the windows, just like the guy standing on the side of the highway saying, or at the light, say, "Hey, can I clean your windshield?" A squeegee. A gold card. This is also the squeegee.
Well, that's not a squeegee. That's not a gold card. That is a. I want to say right. That's a Teflon card. A Bondo card is the ones with the bumps. That's a Teflon card. And that's not a fucking squeegee.
Another razor blade for cleaning the windows.
Yeah, it's called the Triumph, but yeah.
And as long as you don't lose it, you're good to continue.
And like I said, that Triumph blade will send you to the hospital. Let me. I wish I can zoom in here, but I'm gonna mess up all my camera stuff. You will go to the hospital. Don't be swinging around that Triumph blade without the cover over it near your face. You're gonna slice open your face, bro, in 5 seconds. Don't do that shit for all y'all.
You repeating it and continue doing the jobs just with these two things here in my hand.
I have a question real quick. Are all window tints the same? Like 10%, 20%, 30%?
That's a great question. So like, yeah, when we talk about on automotive with window tint, the more that you go down in number, meaning, you know, the darkest would be 5% limo. That's the blackest tint.
What percentage do you advise people to get?
To start out, the best one I would recommend is doing 25%. Okay, 25% is a happy medium of everything. Okay, with automotive windows. Okay,
P.S. As a professional, what I've learned, just to let you guys know, don't ever make the suggestion. Ever. You give people options. 5, 15, 30, 45, 65, 70, clear, whatever you want. You give them the options, you let them choose. Because if you tell them, I think you should do 20%, and you do the whole damn house in 20%, they can turn around and be like, yeah, I know you said it, but I don't like it. And now that you suggested it, I want you to take it off and redo it, and then I want to do it my way, or the one that I choose. So never, ever, whether it's automotive or flat glass, you give people the option, they choose. Do not make the choice for them, because it will cost you time and money.
Film, you know, you want to know your film, and the film, there is automotive, and you cannot use automotive on a home, and vice versa. You can't use home on automotive.
This is the website here, and what you can see is when you go on the website, and if you can focus on that, you just scroll through it, and you'll see there's a section here.
Well, first of all, he doesn't know how to use focus on his camera. Second of all, Express Window Films, I mean, I know they do automotive, but I don't know if they do flat.
It says automotive, so if that's something you're into, you click there. But what we want to really focus on is you come here, and that's, see, it says architectural. Yep. That's the film that you want to use for home.
Architectural.
So if I get the home film, will me and my girl look like that? I'll be hugging her.
Better, yes, dramatically improve your relationships at home.
Your love life.
Your love life will be way better when you get with this person. You'll be holding him just like that.
All right, cool. But there you go, guys. There you go. I know what you're thinking. But Reyes, how much is the tint? But Reyes, why did my dad tell me he was going to go out for cigarettes, but never came back? Well, I only have the answer to one of those questions. If you go in the description to the website, down in the description below to the website, and buy the dual reflective window tint, which is 25% tint, like he recommended, 36 inches wide, 5 feet long, it will only be $148. Plus the 50 of equipment you need, boom! You're set for life. And of course,
I don't know about set for life.
Question, you could call them, but let them know Reyes, the entrepreneur, sent you. Because if you mention my name, everything you order, regular price. You can't beat that.
Regular price? My man.
Before we continue, you already know I got to pay for the gas. I would love to say thank you so much more. So, right in the description below.
We're going through this. We're going through all this. They are entertaining. You're right. The problem is, it's not going to be very entertaining for the person that actually wants to start a flat glass business and they fuck shit up because they watch this video. That's not entertaining. The fact that you probably need a little bit of, I don't know, you need to be bonded, you need to be insured, you need to probably not have tattoos on your knuckles that say 2009. You probably have to, I don't know, dress accordingly. I don't know, maybe not the tattoo thing, not. But you need there's a lot more upfront cost for that, and you need to be bonded and insured.
The next thing you're gonna do is basically just prep the glass and clean the glass.
A bottle of water with soap, baby soap. You want to use baby soap? Just a pinch of
baby soap,
which goes into this big bottle.
So water and like some Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, so if you want to be a professional window tinter, make sure you use a 32-ounce bottle to fucking tint an entire goddamn house. Your hands are gonna be fucking strong. Don't do that. Go get a spray tank.
Just to wet the window and then also clean it. At the website you can get the window film from, you'll also be able to get the tools from as well. And this is just a 6-inch scraper, but the important thing is that you're always getting stainless steel blades. When you either scrape the window or we're about to cut the film, it has to be stainless steel. You don't want to go with your run-of-the-mill Gemstar blade, like a plain old blade that's not stainless steel, because you...
Aiden says, is it possible to do 7 cars a day in the US with a studio or something like that? Absolutely. Absolutely. With a plotter, I can do that. With a plotter, yeah. How many color lights they crushed before this? They crushed a lot of Coors Lights before this.
You'll scratch someone's glass and they'll be pissed off and you'll see it. So right now I just scrape this, then I'm gonna take a paper tissue.
Paper tissue?
Actually, I'll give you this. When you get paper towels that you're gonna use on a window, get them lint free. That when you clean it, it's not letting off all types of lint. So guys, here we have...
Oh, bro, he's gonna fucking slice himself. You see him throwing around that goddamn blade? Please.
Have the window film. And all we're really gonna do is just like a giant sticker. This side is reflective mirror. This side is black, like you were talking about earlier, 5%, 25%. All right, so guys, there's a liner that you don't realize is on this film.
So what we'll do is take this liner off, okay? So we'll just spray this down, and this brings down the static on the exterior lining.
It's a good thing that you pulled that fucking liner without spraying that shit down. He's fucking bringing every bit of dust and dirt and debris that's in the air right now straight to that.
Okay? So you bring this down, and as you take it off, you're just lightly spritzing the tint, okay? Now we'll go to the glass. We'll go ahead and spritz that, and don't blink because you might miss the rest of it.
Oh shit!
We're just taking out the water and that's done. That's the end of...
Ah, I missed it.
You see an immediate transformation.
Okay, if you're gonna do flat glass, this cover comes off, you can open this up and you remove the blinds. It makes your shit a lot easier, just to let you know. So yeah, take this cover off. Don't break the plastic pins that are holding that cover. It's just like little compression pins. And then take the blinds out, put them on the ground so that you don't have to do what the hell he's doing. You don't gotta put your glasses on the back of your head and see underneath and shit like that, just to let you know.
It's like putting sunglasses on the house.
Yeah. You
see what I'm saying? So here, we're nearly home free. Look, I mean, it's almost done.
I mean, fuck, you're done.
All to do is get these water bubbles out from behind it.
Yeah.
Right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray the film, and then we'll use we'll use this. You'll see this also on the window tinting site that we're gonna leave the link down below in the description for. So this is just a hard card that is gonna...
It's not a fucking hard card, it's goddamn squeegee.
Assist.
You cause the hard card a squeegee and the squeegee a hard card.
in pushing out the water. You can see, if you could get that right, you see how we're kind of pushing all that water.
Starting from the top to the bottom.
Oh yeah. Make sure you tell him that. I mean, it takes 2 people to fucking tell you how to do this shit.
Trades, if you're trying to learn a trade, you have to go to some type of trade school or something of that nature. What's great about this is you can practice on the windows in your own house, you know, and the process never changes. So you're not gonna run into surprises. It's always gonna be flat glass.
Oh, except for the fact that fucking there's different types of glass. There's dual pane, single pane, low E. There's there's fucking awnings that are over the glass. I don't know. There's plastic frames. There's wooden frames. There's all kinds of other shit. Don't listen to these fucking guys. Don't listen to them at all. No, you can make a lot of money in flat glass. If you don't know what the fuck you're doing and you have the money for a school, go to a school because they're gonna tell you all the shit that these guys clearly don't know.
So now we got the film mounted to the glass.
Mounted.
Really what we're gonna do now
is use the frame.
Is use the frame as a guide.
This is the easy. This is the great part.
You just literally follow this frame as your guide. You make your cut.
Do you guys hear that sound? Hold on. Put the volume up, everything down. Hold on, listen, hold on. I'm gonna even mute my mic. Hold on.
As a guide.
This is the easy. This is the great part.
Wait, you just literally follow this frame.
Listen to that knife against the glass. Hold on.
As your guide, you make your cut.
So for those of you guys that don't know what's going on, he's scoring the shit out of that fucking glass. You can hear it cutting into it. A fresh blade The angle is way too fucking high. Fresh blade and cut close, and you don't need a lot of pressure when you have a fresh blade. It doesn't sound like that. Just to let you know. All right.
You guys could practice this at home all day. This is, anyone can do this. Mothers, grandmothers, kids,
Great-grandmothers.
great-grandmothers, great-grandfathers, the dog.
Get her involved.
Abuelita can do this. She's just kicking around doing nothing. She's gotta pull her weight, chilling around the house. Our tinted houses, Grandma. So this glass is untinted, this is tinted. Now all you're gonna do is you're gonna repeat this process times as many windows as they have in the house. Lastly, before we forget, this is kind of the most important thing.
Oh, most important thing is at the end.
Now, you're gonna take your little card, and they sell all of this on
the website down in the link in the description.
What you want to do is just put a paper towel on it. You want to make sure that all the little water is out from the edges, because that'll pool up there and not allow the film to sit.
This might be the only accurate thing he said this entire video.
Yo, guys, that's it. That's how easy it is.
Just like that, dude.
If you want to talk dollars and cents, we can tell you how much you made just tinting that one window.
One window?
How much? Because I could retell. I'm in the wrong business already. So right here, this guy dropping some free 99 knowledge on a new game. Hey, bro, but before we finish this process, what would you like to promote? Where can people follow you?
Well, I mean, you can follow me on.
Just this one pane of glass right here. Hypothetically, if this was 3 feet by 3.
Whenever you're Comfort Plus.
TJ has a fair point. I don't think about how much money I was wasting. I missed TJ right here. Gets some nice blinds, dust, and that spritz.
3 times 3 is 9, so you have 9.
Whoa, hold on. We're breaking down some fucking math? Okay.
We're talking about how much you could potentially make on just this one pane of glass right here. Hypothetically, if this was 3 feet by 3 feet, so 3 times 3 is 9, so you have 9 square feet. So if you're charging, let's say $10 a square foot, that's $90 just for tinting this top piece of glass. Now, all markets might not call for that. That's why we started at 12, and you guys could go down as low as $7 a square foot. So this way it's manageable for people to do their whole house. But an example where we charge $10 a square foot, we advertise $12, but then we usually work deals with people because it starts out with one glass and then ends up being like, do this, that, so we start going to go down to $10 a square foot. So
yeah, how much material cost do you think you got right there?
What do you think in this? You got 9 square feet, so you got about $9 in material, maybe a little less. So $9 to make 90.
Right here, the homies are about to share 2 marketing strategies that
oh, please. Please with the marketing strategies.
It's just because I like you, and I'm sure you
I want to hear these guys' business strategies.
I'm not even going to charge you this time. No ebook, no course on this one, all right?
Let's do it.
I got you.
One big thing that helped me and my brother especially is some free 99 estimates, okay? So what we do is we come in and we'll estimate your windows and we'll put a tape measure. Although on the website, TexasHomeWindowTinting.com, we show you how to give yourself a free 99 estimate as well. When the customer calls us up, they've already pre-qualified themselves. So they say, okay, what's it gonna cost me X amount of dollars to do? And once we go ahead and give them the free 99 estimate. So here's, what it's gonna.
First of all, don't ever use the phrase free 99. Just to let you know, like a slide in Florida. Okay, I'm going to tell you this and be straight up because they were right about it. The markets are a little bit different. In Florida, you're going to be around $7 a square foot because there's every person in the world is a goddamn window tinter in Florida. North of the Mason-Dixon line, I hear you can charge a little more. You can get that $12, $14, $15 a square foot. So they're out in Texas or something like that. You ain't getting that much for Texas. I'll tell you that much right now. And I will be very honest with you. Most flat glass, you're doing a few $1,000s worth of work. Okay. If you're the type of person that can afford $2,000 or $3,000 worth of window film so that you can make your life a little bit more comfortable, are you gonna want someone like this in your house? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I don't want someone like that in my house. Okay? I just speak professionally, look professionally. If you have tattoos, cover them up. I'm not saying tattoos are bad. I'm just saying that if a guy that I don't know seems a little aggressive with a neck tattoo, I don't think I want him in my house. If I have enough money to spend $2-3 grand on window film, I probably have a few $10,000 or $20,000 worth of nice TVs and other shit. Security systems.
The cost to do it. When would you like to schedule your appointment? You always got to ask for the sale as well. But what we noticed is that getting on Facebook, which is a whole nother platform, and getting into
Facebook's
your
a new
local
platform.
community
Another platform.
board is actually the most effective thing that you can do for yourself. And you don't want to get on your community board and be very salesmanish or giving a sales pitch.
Well, $3.99
that's
ain't
really
sales
not
pitchy, is it?
allowed on community boards. It's more like, hey, did anybody see the guy not using, speeding down this road or that road? Kind of chit chat, community boards. So what I did, and this is how it all started here in Texas, is I tinted my home. I got on my community board, and I didn't say, hey guys, Texas Home, windowtinting.com. No, you don't do that. You go on as yourself, because once you become a business, they can say, hey man, don't do that here. There's other places for you to pay for your business. So the way to start is just to get on there and.
Okay, so the way to promote Facebook is to lie about who you are and what you do, and then solicit at places where you're not supposed to solicit. Is this where we're at here? Okay.
Just do a nice video, say, hey guys, wherever your community happens to be, and you say, hey guys, we're not a business.
So there you go.
There you go. Okay, that was kind of fun. What time is it? 6:30 already. Yeah, don't do that. Look, man, pocket-sized electronics pay for more blades. It's just saying. Oh, yeah, pocket-sized electronics pays for the blades. Okay. First of all, no. Second of all, no. Third of all, don't fucking do it. Okay. You need probably a little bit more tools. You could probably get away with what they had. There's just a couple little things here and there. You have to be professional. You have to look the part. You have to be the part. You have to be professional. That's all you can say when you're closing $1,000 jobs to $5,000. I have an estimate out there right now worth $8,500 for 320 square feet. That's about 15 windows. You goddamn right. I showed up in my van. I looked good. I smelled good. I had my branded shirt. I didn't have shorts and high tops on. You know what I mean? You have to look the part if you're gonna be doing this shit. So, yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I like Reyes. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a great guy. I think he's got a good vibe to him. Those other two, I would definitely not let them in my house. Okay, that was kind of fun. Maybe we should do this more often. Just bash on horrible window tint videos out there. Okay, that was kind of fun. Oh, chatting. There we go. All right, guys. Well, that's enough fun for today. I'll be back so my new schedule, I'm working Tuesday through Saturday, so I will be free and available Sunday and Mondays. So that's when I'll be doing. That's when I'll be. Thanks. Hold on. Wait for it.
Alligator window tint super chatted $5. You're welcome for how to close that.
Yeah, actually, Martin was a huge help. At best, that job's gonna be $8,500. At worst, that job's gonna be $2,700. So we're making money either which way. But Martin actually definitely helped me out because I was asking him, I'm like, bro, that's a lot of cheddar, bro. And he's like, listen, just because it's not in your budget doesn't mean it's not in their budget. If there's a property out there worth $500,000 and they're doing renovations and stuff like that, what's $8,000-$9,000? It is what it is. That's the price of your film. That's the price of your service. That's the price of your expertise. And I'm like, oh, my man. So, that information coupled with a badass proposal from Tint Wiz that looks so good. a number of different things. So that really definitely helps, and that's what we're going to be doing too for the Tint Wiz tutorials. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. I don't know, probably just Tint Wiz tutorials. So all right, guys, I'm going to close it off. Thank you very much for spending time with me. I know y'all don't have to. I appreciate it. Big shout outs to our sponsors real quickly. Obviously Tint Wiz at tintwiz.com. Check it out for a free 30-day trial at tintwiz.com. We're going to be doing some more in-depth videos for that. Also dry shrink prep. Big shout out to them, the healthy alternative to dryer sheets. Check out dry shrink prep for more information and for videos and for purchasing. Check out dryshrinkprep.com. Last but certainly not least, our guys over at Solar Effects Window Films, my exclusive automotive window film for my personal business, Sun Solutions Tinting. So I personally use them. I mean, that's how I'm growing, that's how I'm making money. Badass film, good quality, great customer service. Check him out. Yeah, and then maybe, and you know what, and Martin, that would be good too, because Martin uses Tint Wiz all the time as well, so maybe him and I will pop up and we'll do some stuff, some tutorial stuff, so we'll see. But Tint Wiz tutorial videos are definitely coming out. Also a couple things on the horizon. I just got some display boards that I'm going to be putting together and then putting in the garage. Then that way I can have display boards, and I'm going to be setting up a display board and a dedicated area for my heat lamp demo. So then that way when I have people in person come, I can show them the 3 different film options and then also demonstrate the heat lamp for them as well. So those are going to be coming up in vlogs soon. And I'm going to be doing a pocket shrink video from this video. So thank you very much, guys. I think I'm out. I'm gonna go do, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go see what my old lady's doing because I started this a few hours ago, and yeah. All right, I love y'all. Be safe, be easy, love your family, love all your, I'll see you soon.